How y'all doing? It's Devorjae. This is another episode of Choose 7. And on this episode, we are going to talk about energy preservation and the lower nature sexual organ practices and what masturbating does and any kundalini or feminine sexual energy aspect. I just want to go in on that understanding and different civilizations that it was naturally used in their societies, and a lot of higher beings and higher conscious beings, the practices they use to do the feats that they have been written down for, tapped into, or help you even tap into more of your energy and how you apply it to the universe when you preserve it. You gotta think of it like a video game. It's like you can keep taking in stuff from the environment, certain fruits and stuff, and upbuild and build those HP meters and that life meter and that special meter. But I think of it like that. So I'm gonna talk about basically controlling the lower nature. So a lot of people like masturbate. A lot of people do basically excrete a lot of their energy. I say that because for males, you have to first of all, you have to understand sexual act is a high energy act. It's a whole change of atmosphere, and it's a energy set. It's a mood. It's a vibe. It's a frequency. So it's a very strong one, and it's one of the most highest and most coolest and most amazing, because it can connect to other highly aware conscious aspects that can connect you in certain trends and get you more into your higher, lighter body to produce and help you even more in the physical realm by giving you energy. There's so many energetic things with that, because you have to understand that the sexual act is the being recreation act, carrying out the spawn of generations and the DNA upbringing of spans and life, and y'all get me. It's very high energy, and different societies have prominently used different techniques and ways and put it out into the society how they would use it for better upliftment. But then it's so much. I'm gonna tell y'all, like it's more on the energy thing, because for males, basically you have to realize that your semen, your sentient being, your creation genetics, your triangular direction giving in life, the guys, your semen squiggle looks like a snake, that triangle symbol, arrow, the head of it, that is a lot of cellular life and different information from you in different sets and forms that are changing and connecting with so many other things, and could synchronize at a certain moment with a certain thing to have another translating effect within reality. And that's energy. That's like your somebody part of your kundalini energy, part of your life force, basically. So a lot of energy in that. And kundalini, basically, with that is all the solar energies, and it's the base of your engine on the last two DNA strands that are mostly constricted and formed by your lower nature of your reptilian selves, or even other reptile-like beings or amphibian-like beings, or a whole other cold-blooded generation. You that DNA, basically that energy, and masking it and controlling it at its core by not releasing that type of energy, that mystic and psychedelic and primal energy, not releasing that and storing it and controlling it. You're kind of walking around here. You're close to your lighter body. And you're floating. You're basically when you master all your lower natures and all your chakras and that energy, and you're able to control it by preserving and not excreting it somewhere, giving up your energy. That's why after you nut, after whatever you do to get off, most of you feel, you're not tired, but you're like, damn, you're like, gotta catch your breath. So you drain yourself, and this is where, well, I'm gonna get to that in the end. No, I'm gonna say it now, because this is where, since your intent and energy, again, your intent is energy, where you're aiming at. Because basically with masturbating, you're just kind of like, you just out here all bad, or you out here slick with your 2 pistols, or you out here tough and muscled out with your Uzi and your machine gun and your shotgun, or you just out here with your knives or whatever. It's like you have your arsenal, and you got your presentation or whatever personality you got, but you're basically kind of out there in the field, out there in the woods, out there just shooting bullets at nothing, just wasting the ammo for when there's a real purpose or intent that you need it for. Because this is the thing, you can be out there in the woods shooting up the bullets, shooting them off with no intent, but just for your pleasure, only yourself, just to know that, oh, I got a gun, I can shoot these out everywhere. But now this is different. Well, you can still practice. Now practice is okay. Now practice is actually that, how do you practice masturbating? How do you practice beating your meat? Now keep it in the analogy to having your gun out and shooting out everywhere with no intent, but for your own personal happiness and your own personal fulfillment. Like, yeah, I got it. I can do it, and I can do it, and I do it. It makes me feel good. No matter what that is, that's just the aspect of letting you got it. So, because you can do it, and it feels good. Feeling that, keep that in mind. Energy, spiritual, emotion, the feeling of it. So, now, if you got your guns in, but you're actually at a shooting range, or you got something set up to where you're actually got your gun set up, you got a dummy dog, you got it numbers, you actually trying to do something where you're aiming it at. Now that's fine, because that's even yogis and monks and any higher spiritual being. Because sometimes when it does come out, it's like they know what to use it for on a certain time of the month or a certain day for a ritual to even help them build more energy or get whatever else they're needing. And that's just them being a wizard and being a alchemist at the highest level of understanding when they're in this frequency and realm where they have to lower their mind a little bit, or even they're that icy, basically. They're that holy. They're holy people. Any holy person, magician, monk, yogi, priest, pope, whatever you want to say, who have a knowing and a power abilities. These are things that they do. You don't hear about Buddha, you don't hear about Jesus, you don't hear about spiritual masters, sexual acts and doing all that stuff, because they know they're taught in their order. You can't do that if you want to preserve and have all this high energy. Oh, you can't eat that dense meat and all that stuff and low energy, and be super like us and be controlled, be doing things in reality like Neo in Matrix or like Agent Smith, and at certain levels manipulating reality and doing things that everyone can do, but because of their mindset and their conscious and their awareness, they know the lifestyle. So it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. You will find that there are people like Oprah, and there are people, when you save up that energy, your attraction, you're vibrating higher. Your attraction goes up, so your thoughts process faster. Anytime, the higher your frequency, the more processing through this reality that your thoughts shift in and come through. The more you understand, the more that you're in flow, the more you relax, the better you feel, the easier everything just starts coming to you that you know you need, or in the right making of time, or when you're at that level, when you mean you want it, it's for that point right there. It manifests however it manifests. Things happen. It has happened to you all the time. I'm pretty sure you've been in life like, damn, that happened in the nick of time, right on time. So it's silly, but yeah, all of that goes into saving your sexual energy and the reasons for it, and what it does. It benefits the male a lot, basically saving up your stuff. But like I said, as long as you're at the shoe line and you're giving direction and good intent to your practice of what you're doing, that's why it goes into tantric yoga. And there's different practices and rituals and exercises, sexual exercises with Tantra, and just different things you can do for sexual arousal. I mean, it's you just gotta know. You gotta know and understand your lower nature and be comfortable with it too. And that's something with star seeds. Why you're seeing, and this is part of the shift that's happening with the 23rd. I already spoke on it, but there's, I guess, a short talk on that to say within this shift, how you've seen within the Americas, the legalization of gay marriage, all that taps into underlying consciousness growth within society to bring their conscious level base, because it's going to get to the point where many different beings are going to be in your face. I've already said this, and starseed children, since they have a more dualistic understanding and comfortable mind with the people already and trying to change where they are, a lot of them are have more vast range of sexual preference. So but that's a whole other thing. But that's basically what that means with how the reality is playing out, and star seeds coming in, and along with this shift for the 23rd, and tomorrow, basically. I'm still interested in Obama and what the Pope is going to say to Congress with Obama there. But that's it for well, that's not it. I'm not done yet. But I hope y'all get the gist to understanding that controlling your lower nature preserves your kundalini sexual energy. And also, when you have I forgot. But yeah, that's how, for the people who say, how you practice masturbating? Look up tantric on sexual rituals. Look at tantra exercises. There's different breathing exercises you can do, because there are people who can get off without even touching a girl. They can, like, y'all can have sex like in a whole dimension up, like. It goes. I'm not going to touch on that, but it goes many different ways that you can get around that physical or lower vibratory energy wave of what you're doing. But I'm pretty sure y'all get it. I'll get that. But now, when you have a girlfriend, that goes into intent. That energy, it's an energy exchange. The ultimate energy exchange. I already touched on that. So for the people that well, you got a girlfriend, you're doing that, but that intent is good, because whether she's taking it, whether it goes on her skin, whether it goes inside, or whether it goes in, that's an energy. That's a exchange on a super level. And even you, that skin touch, that energy touch, that's it's so much information that you know once you study it, love it. That's intent. So and that goes into, honestly, if you this is to help people. If if you are having any high energy act with anybody, any sexual act, and your thought, you should have the thought in your head that I can have a kid with this person. And I guess that's the answer for the best outcomes in existence. So, because that's the intent. But anywho, I guess that now with ladies, for ladies, they so y'all can quickly understand this. They're already feminine creatures, so they have the highest energy level naturally than a lot of beings when it goes to the feminine energy aspect. So, with that being said, you have to understand they circulate. They have to bleed in certain phases. They keep energy ever flowing with different groups of energy. With the same energy that keeps getting replenished, because that's what always replenish a new life or having new life come through. So their energy is always going. So they got so much energy. That's why they're so emotional. So depending on the aspects that they are and what type of being they are. But for the most part, on the most to the highest scale, the highest scale, lower the negative polarity, the minus polarity. The electron for life, the feminine aspect, where everything has to come from the void, the negative zone to the positive zone. They have a high energy, so they have to they always circulating energy. That's why men have to live not the most holy, but they have their certain things they have to do for their holy life. Like it's way harder than the girls. It's way harder than because girls can get off. That's why girls girls know how their sexual system runs, but girls can they're supposed to be getting off. Like this was because they can astral project when they're doing that shit if it's hidden right and it's connected to it. So, but what girls are always excreting and revolving around energy. So that flow basically they have to keep flowing even in the sexual act. They have to flow a whole bunch of that energy out, and that honestly creates this goes into I guess I want to teach a lot of creation and magic, but whoever's being inserted that they're really creating the boundary of the act. Because wherever that insertion or that plug is at, the inserters have to be there. They have to be surrounding you, creating a orb of energy or just one-on-one. That energy is set by the more feminine energy. That's why predatorial, territorialness is a very feminine aspect. It's like, no, this is my area. This is my energy that I share with this and this, whatever it is, so I'm gonna guard, and this, you see the boundaries. But women, you're supposed to keep. You can now, like, y'all can let it go because y'all have a ever flowing. Even though y'all have an ever flowing energy build, it's like there. It's like nothing can build up. It can't build up. It can build up and be a high, but that's why you can tell different levels to lady. You can tell different levels to every person. But a lady who's like on it, like it's like I guess I'm gonna say it as the queen standard, but I'm going. How do you think feminine creatures on other planets or other beings are living? Even how we depict them, it's always close to a queen-like lifestyle to the point where it's like it's on point. Like they just know you're full. You got to be full of yourself, ladies. Ladies gotta inflow with themselves and love themselves, and just a woman that's on it like that, like getting all their energy out and they're eating the right stuff, going with the phases, doing their rituals, man, forced to be reckoned with. But that's why the world is ruled by males. Like it has to give direction by males, but it's supposed to be. It can be running way more fluid, but that's why you have to everyone has to understand the feminine aspect, and then there's women the masculine. That's a whole other conversation. But yes, as I was saying, guys, to live that more controlled, God, like just he handling business life basically. It's that walk. It's that walk. So everything I described, and for ladies, they gotta let it go. So, but yeah, that's I guess that's good, a lot of information to understand masturbating and what that does. But if you stop masturbating, guys, like you'll feel the differences, and you how the energy you have and how you're thinking and what you're desiring are going to change. But there's also and see, all your conscious, inner, emotional, spiritual feeling starts to change, and you can see it materialize in your reality. But like as I said, there's cause and effect and consequences to everything. Consequences aren't always bad. Consequences are just the effect. So you can start getting headaches because all that energy is up building. That kundalini build up, it gives you headaches, feels different pains in your body. You start craving certain foods. It's just you're gonna have some physical. It should be like bowels may be jumping, like a whole bunch of frequency and energy you're gonna feel from saving all that up, and but you're gonna, like I said, be walking around like Superman. And it's just gonna change your whole energy and your whole aspect of who you are. And honestly, you get more when your lower nature is mastered. You become more attractive. I mean, everything's attraction. We attract because you're a magnet, but you'll notice people seeing you and everything. But and even for ladies, like I said, when you see a lady that's on it, I guess it's more attractive, because it feels like they can cover they got their dark aspects covered and their light aspects covered, and they're in good flow. Great, they can have a mystery about them, the gray areas. So. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video, talking about how masturbating affects you and how to help when you do save up your energy, sexual energy. And ladies, if you're trying to own it, you gotta have everything treated right. You gotta love yourself, obviously, and you have to take what you eat. So you gotta eat right, things that are good for your body. A lot of fruits, get your pH levels balanced. Like you'll start prepping and taking care of it. It's so much. Like you just gotta get it all in order. So that's it. Thank y'all for listening. Hope this helps people in the future. Devorjae True 7. Bye bye.